Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decipher all those boring corporate filings. Today we're diving into BridgeBio Pharma's latest report, and let me tell you, there's more than meets the eye in this royalty deal. Stick around and discover what's behind it. Basically, BridgeBio just made a deal to sell some of their future royalty payments for a big chunk of cash. But what does that really mean for the company and its investors? Let's find out. If you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below, where we analyze these reports with other viewers. So the big news here is that BridgeBio and subsidiary Eidos Therapeutics made an agreement called a royalty interest purchase and sale agreement. Don't worry about the wording. Basically, they sold some rights to future royalty payments. These royalty payments are tied to sales of a drug called acoramidis in Europe and some other countries. This drug is sold by Bayer, but under a deal that they have with BridgeBio. The buyers in this deal are a group called Acoramidis Royalty SPV and LSI Financing Fund. Let's just call them the purchasers. They're the ones giving BridgeBio the money in exchange for a cut of those future acoramidis royalties. So what exactly did BridgeBio sell? They sold the right to receive a portion of the royalty payments from sales of acoramidis, the drug we just discussed in Europe. These payments come from the deal BridgeBio has with Bayer. Remember, Bayer is the company actually selling the drug. BridgeBio is selling their future earnings from that. It's like selling your future paychecks for cash now. Now for the money. The purchasers paid BridgeBio $300 million in cash. That's a pretty big number, so it's definitely something to pay attention to. This is the immediate benefit to BridgeBio. They get $300 million right now. But there's a catch. The purchasers' rights to those royalty payments are capped. The total amount they will give to the purchasers is limited. First, there's an annual cap. The purchasers can only collect up to 60% of the royalties from the first $500 million in sales each year. Think of it as putting a limit on how much they can earn back each year. Second, there's an overall limit or hard cap of 145% of the purchase price of the $300 million. This means the purchasers can only collect a maximum of $435 million in royalty payments in total. Once they hit that number, the deal is done. No more payments. This is like a maximum payout for the investors. To protect the purchaser's investment, BridgeBio gave them a security interest in some assets related to the royalty payments. It's like putting up collateral for a loan because to them it kind of is a loan. If BridgeBio doesn't hold up their end of the deal, the purchasers have a way to get their money back. Here's another important point. If there's a change of control, like another company buys BridgeBio, but don't worry about the details, the new company has an option. They can either take over BridgeBio's obligations under the deal, which means continuing to pay the royalties, or they can pay the purchasers a final amount called the adjusted amount and end the deal for good. After which they own the royalty payments with no obligations. And now let's discuss the implications of all of this. BridgeBio is getting $300 million up front. This gives them immediate cash to fund their operations, research, or other strategic initiatives. But the trade-off is they're giving up a portion of their future revenue stream from acoramidis sales in Europe, which is a big trade-off. The caps on the royalty payments are important. They protect BridgeBio from giving away too much of their future profits. So it might have been even worse. The annual cap ensures they still get a significant portion of the royalty income each year. The hard cap limits the total amount the purchasers can collect, making sure BridgeBio isn't paying out royalties forever at the same rate. Selling future royalty payments can be a good strategy for companies that need cash now. It allows them to access capital without taking on debt or diluting their stock. However, it also means giving up potential future profits. BridgeBio need to make sure they use this $300 million wisely to generate even more value in the long run to make up for it. Overall, this royalty deal seems like a strategic move for BridgeBio to raise capital. The terms of the agreement, including the caps and change of control provisions, appear to be designed to protect both the company and the investors. The hope is that the $300 million will help BridgeBio to continue its growth and its drug programs, which will make up for the lost revenues. Alright, that's our breakdown of BridgeBio's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments if this analysis was valuable. Hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.